I've heard them talking about what Lilith's condition was. Apparently, she has some sort of bone disorder. Basically, her body keeps becoming more and more immobilized until she's basically paralyzed. The process can take a while, but it eventually gets worse and worse. They seem very worried about it. As far as I know, Lilith won't be able to paint. I wonder what will happen. Mom and Dad were screaming at each other the other day. I've never seen them argue like that. It was quite entertaining seeing them bicker and yell. I had a wide grin across my face as I watched the spectacle. My parents have been trying to find work ever since they heard the news, but only my mom has been able to find a job with her old employer. Dad hasn't had any luck. This is quite an unfortunate situation. I did a bit more research on the condition and it seems incurable. My parents seem like they're in a state of panic. I've never seen them like this before, frantic, scared, and unstable. I've never been more excited in my life. The frick, Marcus? What? Marcus. I think you need therapy. Nope, start it again. At least my butt's safe. Jeez. I'm getting stuck. I'm trying to hide in the tiny room. Probably not gonna work. Work. Okay. Documents. My mom showed him the divorce paperwork and he was livid. I've never seen my dad this furious, his bloodshot eyes trembling in fear because he knew he was powerless against her decision. He kept taking beer bottles and smashing them against the kitchen table after he heard the news. She said she was tired of him just drinking all day and not contributing to the family at all. I left a little surprise for him in the car. He'll find out while he's driving. Well, for now, I guess it'll just be Mom, Lilith, and I. She asked me to get a part-time job since we'll need the money to help with Lilith's medical bills. I don't mind working, even though I'm still in high school. I'll be pretty busy, but I guess I'll just have to deal with it. It'll be hard, though. I went to the doctor the other day and he examined my shoulder. It turns out I've had a torn rotator cuff for a while now, but I've never been able to get it checked because of my dad. I haven't been able to rotate my arm past 90 degrees without feeling this tearing sensation on the back of my shoulder. Thanks, Dad. I guess in the end everybody gets what they deserve. Oh, here we go. Back to my hidey hole. Back to my hidey hole. Fuck. Okay. No, suicide note. Mary. It's been hard the last year. I've been working overtime almost every week at my job ever since the divorce, just to cover everything. Lilith, well, she was bedridden and relied on Marcus for just about everything. Marcus was attending college and working at the same time. I went on a business trip for about a week and I didn't get the news until I came home. The house caught fire. I was told that Lilith died a horrific death, burning alive as the flames consumed her. They said the fire started in her room, most likely by a candle that was tipped over. The neighbors, they said all they heard was a haunting scream like an animal that knows its death is approaching. Everything is gone. My kids, my house, did I deserve this? I was so blinded by greed. I'm a horrible person. I let my son be abused for years just to force my daughter to paint and make myself money. I guess Joseph got what was coming to him. Now it's my turn. I just wish I could watch over them. Yeah, but there was only 2 dead, right? 2 siblings. Well, if Daddy didn't do it, then maybe because her muscles were stiff, Mary accidentally started the fire. Not Mary, Lilith. How about now? Come on. Okay. Hey there, Angel. Well, I don't have a choice. I can't go upstairs. So let's go somewhere else. Just look around until something happens. I don't know if you can actually die in this game.
forth with his life. Probably trying to drink his sorrows away, he swerved off the road, crashing his car into a tree. Officers have noted that there might have been tampering involved with the braking
Did he die,
system
though?
of the vehicle. Fortunately, the individual suffered greatly while dying. I know a certain someone that would be happy to know so. Don't worry, I'm stuck as well. This was Joseph, bringing the local news to you.
Okay, so implied that he died. There was someone in there. Either there was someone in there, or that was a glitch. In the closet I go. It's been almost a year since I've been diagnosed. It's gotten worse recently. I'm losing control of my hands, so it's getting quite difficult to write. One day I wake up and I'm unable to move a certain part of my body. It's a bit horrifying. Having all your muscles and ligaments and tendons slowly turn into bone. Marcus has been taking care of me. I feel like I'm such a burden to him. On top of school, his part-time job, and taking care of me, he seems very busy. Mom's been working overtime almost every weekend just to help with my medical bills. I mean, we have insurance and we still have some money left over from my paintings, but it's still getting pretty tough to pay for everything. I can't walk anymore, so I'm pretty much confined to my bed most of the time. My favorite part of the day is when my brother comes home to check in on me. Hopefully he'll never read this. This is embarrassing, but I feel like I'm holding him back. After Dad died, he just seems so much more alive. I guess he got what he deserved, but is this my punishment too? Oh. Okay. Where is that? That's at the stairs. Oh, they're coming over. Okay, back to the hidey hole. I'm gonna drink some coffee. Well, hopefully I hear it make noises instead of it not making any progress because I'm not watching it. He's slow. Yeah, there it is. There it is. He left the door open. I'm just gonna... Damn, they won't let me close it. Yeah, I'm not allowed. Can I turn the light on? Nope. They're forcing me to walk in the dark. Back to my hidey hole. Ah. I can barely keep up with everything. I was accepted into the university that I really wanted to attend, but I've decided not to go through with it. If I did leave, no one would be here to take care of my sister. If I'm being honest, I wish I could leave. I want to move on. I just forget about her. Mom, Dad, all of them. I've decided to attend this community college first and then transfer to a university afterwards to save money. Also, I won't be in a ton of debt after I graduate, so that'll be nice. Last night I saw something a bit disturbing. As I made my way to my room, Lilith's door was slightly ajar and I could hear this high-pitched scraping sound. It was my sister scraping her nails against the wall. I turned the light on and there was blood covering her hand. She was running the tips of her fingers across the wall up to the point where her fingernails were now loosely attached to her finger. She seemed so out of touch with her reality. I looked at her other hand, but it was bent at an awkward position. Her wrist bending toward her body while her fingers looked stiff. This thing in my house, I don't think this is my sister. My sister was a painter, a talented girl with immense potential. Her eyes gradually turned towards me. I felt them almost reaching out to me, pleading for comfort. I gave her none. I don't know if there's going to be any more of these survey things. Hang on, any more emails? Oh, shit. Part 1. He watched her writhing in pain as her condition set in, knowing nothing could be done to help her. Among all her family, she loved him the most. Yet. I didn't see that. He had a taunting grin on his face, as if seeing her suffer filled his heart with delight. For the first time in a long time, he felt joy. This was about Mary, right? I hope. Otherwise, it was about her burning. Although he burned too, so... They won't let me shut the door, so how am I supposed to get past this? Oh, it's really tight. Can I hide in this closet? Oh, they wanted me to. I'm gonna go to the pause menu. It's implied I'm in danger, but everything's just turned red. Was I supposed to run? And then I get jump scared and regret everything, right? Everything is just dramatically turned red. Mom is leaving for about a week. She's going on a business trip. The noise in the background. Mom is leaving for about a week. She's going on a business trip, so she's leaving me in charge to take care of the house and my sister. I check on her briefly about once or twice a day just to make sure she's still alive. I might forget to check her throughout the week, though. It's such a chore taking care of her. Why can't she just die already? Damn you, Marcus. Am I wrong for saying... Yes. Yes, you suck. She has it worse than you do, you little poop. And because of her talent, her God-given gift to paint, it destroyed our family. Without it... It's not her fault, it's her parents. They're crap. Without it... you're crap too now, by the way. Without it, everything would be normal. In the end, everybody gets what they deserve, and she's getting her end right now. Dad received this, and Mom is breaking her back just to make ends meet. I wonder what my end will have in store. Who knows? Maybe I'll get the worst ending of them all. I realize that my hatred for her is wrong and unjustified. It wasn't her fault that she was born with that skill. I feel guilty that I enjoy hearing and seeing her in pain. It's an immature reaction. For so long, I wished for someone to feel my suffering. I would get beatings almost every week, with my mom and sister just watching. She didn't like that. It was almost entertaining thinking of what I could tell people at school and when they asked about the cuts and bruises. Now it's a little different, I guess. I'm in control, and she's the helpless one. I don't really believe in a heaven or a hell, but if one exists, I'll probably end up in the latter. Yeah, you little shit. Your sister's the one that's in hell right now. If I open the door, am I gonna get killed? Why is everything red? I'm safe in the closet, apparently. I hate it. What? It sounds like someone walking. I'm gonna go over here first. At least I still have this hidey hole. Oh, I hate this game. Like, a lot of it was just kind of like, that's fine. Cool, cool. But now I'm like, stop, stop, stop. The lack of control and the fact that it's like imminent doom right now is freaking me out. This game is actually freaking me out. Like, it's doing a good job because guess what? I'm sitting in a lit room right now. It's not dark in here. It's lit. It's super easy to see everything. Light, please. I'm hearing a piano. I can turn the light on. Well, you know, it doesn't. It doesn't light the room up. It just glows. Is there something in there? Do I need to go downstairs? Yeah, the note. To the closet! Lilith, note. This will be the last letter I write. I can feel my right hand becoming immobile and stiff. Mom left a couple days ago, and it's been up to Marcus to take care of me. Are you serious? Wasn't she gone for like a week? Let me go back to Mom's note. See, Mary, suicide. She went out for a week. It progressed so quickly that she was gone for a week. And then this crap happens. Mom left a couple days ago, and it's been up to Marcus to take care of me. Even though his visits have been getting shorter and less frequent over the last few months, I understand I'm just a burden on him and my mom. He hasn't checked up on me ever since she left. I've tried everything. Knocking and banging my head against the wall, screaming. I mean, that's all I can really do since I'm practically immobile. Sometimes I get my hopes up hearing him walk up the stairs. Just maybe he'll walk through the door and check on me. Did I deserve this for not staying up to my parents and letting all this happen? All of this, it's my fault. I'm sorry, Marcus. I promise I'll never be a burden to you ever again. Oh my god, did you try to kill yourself? Did you burn yourself and your brother with a candle to try to be not a burden anymore? God is dead.
God is dead. God is dead. God is dead. God is dead. God is dead. God
I'm gonna shut that. 23 seconds. Until my next hint. I'm just, you know what? I'm just gonna chill here until that happens. Here we go. All right, enter the art room, pick up the note, head downstairs, pick up the note at the bottom of the stairs, turn off the radio. I have to turn off the radio. Okay. And then get jump scared, probably. Well, nothing is likely going to happen until I actually do it.
God is dead.
Fuck. And then they make you barely able to move, too. I'm stuck. I'm supposed to get jump scared right now. Knowing it's gonna happen and that it's not real doesn't make it better! It's still red. Am I gonna get murdered again? I've been stabbed twice now. I think both times it's been stabbing. Looking out. Oh, of course, he would be writing right when the burning happens. That just works for the story, doesn't it?
Police report, both bodies were recovered. So, the young woman was dead at the scene. After performing an autopsy, it was confirmed that the fire led to her death, but officials also found something strange. Her body was starving. What officials think occurred was during her final moments. As an act of desperation, she lit a candle inside her room and started the fire herself. Her younger brother, Marcus Walker, might have neglected her to such a degree. She chose to end her life to ease her suffering. Emotions ranging from jealousy, hatred, enviousness, and frustration might have drove him to neglect her, despite her cries for help. Due to her rare disorder, she was extremely immobile and required Marcus for everything. Marcus might have held animosity towards her, as for almost his whole life, everyone had paid their attention to her. Perhaps Marcus wanted her to feel isolated and alone, an emotion he was very familiar with. He wanted vengeance for a crime she didn't commit. Marcus's body was mostly unharmed, though he was not conscious at the scene. He was taken to a local hospital, where he currently resides. He is currently in a coma induced by smoke inhalation and has been unconscious ever since the fire. No one knows when, or if, he will ever wake up, or what he is experiencing. He could be experiencing nothing at all, or he might be suffering. The only living relative he had was his mother, Mary Walker, who committed suicide shortly after she heard about the incident. His father, Joseph Walker, was killed in a suspicious road incident where his brakes stopped working while driving under the influence. Due to his unusual situation, no one is left to decide whether or not they should keep him alive in his coma. Many may wonder whether he regrets his actions, whether he regrets neglecting his sister, starving her, and psychologically torturing her to the point of suicide. Others speculate that years of domestic abuse by his father Joseph, along with neglect from his family, left him psychologically scarred. Whatever the case may be, he tortured and isolated his sister. His sister, who loved him, and did everything necessary to protect him. Hopefully all members of the family get what they deserve. In Marcus's case, he's stuck in his own personal purgatory. Stuck in a place between life and death, and eternity of suffering awaits him. Thank you for listening. This was Joseph Walker, bringing your local news to you.
Okay, so I'm Marcus, not Dad. Life is pretty quiet, to be honest, right now. Between school and work, it's a bit stressful. But it's not as bad as before. I think I'm being cut off. You're really quiet. Every time I hear things, and I have a strange dream. As if someone was watching me, and then after waking up many times in a eternal dream, I couldn't do reality. I smell something burning. Okay, so basically, the main character is actually Marcus, the brother. He was at first supportive of his sister, but then she started to not really resemble his sister anymore, and she became a burden to him, even though she was the one that was really suffering. And it wasn't fair, but anyway. So the drunk daddy was abusive. He started to probably resent the sister because of it and blame it on her, even though she didn't even want to pain in the first place. And then when she got sick, he was happy because now she had to suffer instead of just him. And now, after he ended up in a coma, he is reliving over and over again, having to, hear the story, and apparently being chased down by someone. And I don't know if that's supposed to be the mom or the sister. Maybe the sister, because she's probably a little contorted. I'm betting it's the sister. It's probably Lilith. Yeah, so Marcus is a jerk. He wanted to see his sister suffer because he was jealous. And that about sums it up. The survey is a weird kind of purgatory. And I like that they wrapped it up in a neat little bow at the end of it. That was pretty cool. But it's just another one of those games where, there's nothing really happy about it. I'm glad he's trapped in purgatory. But at the same time, I would have liked to hear something happy happened instead of just everybody died. Everybody involved died. The end. Everyone who died and the main character that you were playing was a jerk, and